Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mesomachi Alose. Today I'll be reviewing a book titled The Cure for the Perfect Life by Katie Leap and Cherry Gregory. Okay, here is a disclaimer, right? There is something as the perfect life. The Father also saying in the Bible that He expects us to be perfect just as it is. But I'm talking about this from the human side, seeing examples like Jesus in the Bible, where Jesus also had to be human. It also showed this side of him being vulnerable. So I'm talking about this from a human standpoint. So this book is basically talking about the things that we do as humans, to try do to attain a perfect life, and in the real sense, we're not supposed to do these kind of things. Okay, there are four things that I'll be talking about today. I'll be talking about perfection, I'll be talking about people pleasing, I'll be talking about performance, and I'll be talking about procrastination. Perfectionism is when we are like trying to make everything seem like we are doing hard enough, right? We get so obsessed with a certain kind of results, we just want something to be ideal, like this is exactly how it should be, and that's that. There's no and perfectionism limits us, it places a restraint on us. It brings about anxiety as well, it brings about frustration. I remember when I'm still trying to come out of it, but I was in this position where I felt I felt like my videos were not like fine. I wanting a I was wanting an exact kind of videos, and I would be binge watching videos on YouTube to like, okay, how do I get this? How do I get that? But I found out that it was an obsession. I wanted a particular result. So this book was just trying to tell me that there's a place for excellence, and there's a place for wanting to be perfect. True excellence is just like you wanting, or you doing your very best. But when perfectionism or wanting to be perfect comes in, it's just like you are trying to how will I put it? It's like you wanting a flawless result all the time, and it's not possible. You can't always get a flawless result. So when you're in this kind of sport, ask yourself, am I doing this thing because I'm wanting to put my very best in it, or am I doing this because um I want it to look perfect, or I'm doing this because I'm wanting to attain a specific kind of result. So yes, when you're in this kind of position, just draw a line. Am I wanting to be perfect, or am I striving for excellence? These things are in stages. From wanting to seem like you're doing good enough, you get to a point where you start to ask yourself if you are being nice enough. And this leads us to like people pleasing. Um People pleasing is just like you being obsessed with a certain kind of reaction from people. You want to do something a certain kind of way to get a particular kind of reaction. Maybe if you are talking a kind of way, or if you are acting a kind of way, you get the reactions that are all in your head. And it brings about you basing your self-worth on others. It's like a trap. You're trying to like avoid conflict. You'll not be able to tell what you want, what you need, what you desire, because you're trying to follow a certain kind of like pattern. I used to feel like my voice was not like feminine enough for a video recording. I used to feel like maybe I'm not talking a kind of way, or doing some things that most YouTubers does or do, because um I want to like please, I want to seem like good enough for my audience. I want them to feel like um they are with me, or they're engaging with what I'm saying, something like that. But I found out that everyone brings their own uniqueness into the things they do. You just have to be you. Just have to be like, because first off, our conclusion is in Christ, right? Not in human. So you just have to like be you. Stop trying to like please people. This leads us to our third point, performanceism, which is us trying to sing, how would I put it? Like, you want to be seen doing good enough or doing hard enough, and it affects our relationship. It's a distortion mindset actually, because even in our relationship with God, we tend to want to be seen doing good or doing hard or doing well, because we would want acknowledgements from people. We want to get applause of people. Would want to we want to feel loved by people. So, and it brings about us not presenting our basic self when we actually do it too, because you are performing, like you are acting. That's not like you, and you know that that's not you. And because you've created a notion that this is you, so yeah, you always have to be conscious or self-aware that, oh, I've presented myself this kind of way to people, so I like this restraint is it brings about a kind of like limitations. And we try to, like I said before, that we try to perform even in our relationship with God. We perform before Him and we expect Him to perform for us. And when He doesn't meet our expectations, we start to feel like He doesn't love us. And we are wanting to act like we are doing well or we are doing good. Um, it's just like you boxing yourself. Yeah, you're just putting yourself in a kind of box, and you know that you're not actually going to fit into. Just try not to be in this like kind of situations. I know we have people around us that want us to perform or to act before. I mean, you have to be around people that you able to present your basic self to. You don't need to like put or present yourself in a kind of way for people to accept you. And this leads us to our last point, which is procrastination. When it feels like um you're not getting the results you want, you're obsessed with results you want, you're obsessed with the kind of reactions you want from people, you're obsessed with the applause or acknowledgements of people. You're trying to put all of these things in place. It just brings you to a point of you procrastinating, putting off things you're supposed to do now for later, which is not nice, which is not entirely like nice. Why are you putting off? It's a character deficiency, yes, and it progresses and it gets to be a habit. I know that habits are things that habits takes a while to break off from something like that. And procrastination is just like you wondering if you're enough. So procrastination is just like you thinking to yourself, I'm not enough. So why try? Instead ask yourself, why try? And it's a misdirection. We get to forget about we get to worry about the end products while neglecting the process. And procrastination makes you feel, it's not that it makes you feel, it makes you look like you're irresponsible. It makes you look like you're not a trustworthy person. It makes you look unorganized. After watching this video, I hope you get to do a self-reflection, a deep and thoughtful one actually. So you try to get to know what category you fall under. You fall under wanting to be perfect, wanting to please people, wanting to perform, and also being in the habit of like procrastinating. I hope you get to put in the work, right? I hope you get to know that you don't have to be seen You don't have to be obsessed with a particular kind of results. You don't have to be obsessed with people's reactions. You don't need people's applause. You don't need people's reactions to do what you have to do. And you don't need to put off. You don't need to do, oh, later, later, later kind of thing, because time is actually running. If you think it's not, it actually is. So don't be trapped. Don't be trapped. So don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to comment. See you in my next video. Bye.